Derrick Henry, obviously top running back in the game, leading the league in every category you could think of from a running back situation the last couple years, remind me a lot of you at times. What makes him as good as he is?
Ooh, well, certainly key is his size. I mean, the size and stature, number one, his ability to impose his will on defense is a problem. But with the added element that you have to factor in is his breakaway ability. He's a home run hitter that can beat you up. He's like a combination of Earl Campbell and Chris Johnson, in terms of his speed. He's probably not as fast as Chris, but no one's catching him. He's got a few 99-yard runs, a couple of them under his belt. He can wear you down. He can hit the long run, and he's very patient with his game. Prior to him taking over the helm, 2-3 years ago after DeMarco Murray left, he was impatient and he was trying to hit the home run, but it was after a while, I had a chance to talk to him. I said, you want to be able to settle him up, beat him up in between the tackles to set up the longer runs. And my God, this guy's just been on fire ever since then. And that's what makes him dangerous. And now, he's added over the last couple of years his ability to catch out the backfield. So he's become the complete running back, and he's doing things that the league has never seen before.
Eddie, where have you seen the improvements? I mean, it's such a juxtaposition, right? You lose to the Jets a couple of weeks ago, and then you bounce back and you beat the Bills, and you beat the Chiefs. But what have you seen improvement-wise from their defense per se? Yeah,
I think it's up front. I think the one of the things that they were looking to do was get a better pass rush up front. They brought in Bud Dupree, who hasn't played a whole lot, but they're getting out a lot out of their front seven. They played very aggressive on last Monday night against the Bills. Gave us up enough stops to pull out the victory there, and they were just magnificent yesterday, and really taking away Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs' quick strike offense. So really, the defensive side of the football has been the key. They've always been able to score points. The difference is in this year, and why they're number one right now in the AFC, is the fact that their defense is playing sound football.
Eddie George, Tennessee State head coach, 4-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, joining us here on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max. So with all that being said, EG, is this a team that can they be Super Bowl contenders at this point of the season?
You know what? I think so. If Tannehill continues to play well, be solid for them at the quarterback position. They can continue to play great defense. And, of course, it just depends on Derrick Henry. I think they have a great shot. I mean, this is, we're approaching late October, early November. We're almost at the halfway point. It's really tough to say. I think you have to still look at the Chiefs. I think they'll figure it out at some point in time. The Ravens are also still a formidable opponent, although they lost to Cincinnati yesterday. I think in terms of winning their division, yes, I don't see the Colts really contending with the Titans and the Jaguars. They're having their issues, and the Texans are just putrid at this point. They're about to do a whole overhaul of their whole program there. So I think the Titans right now are sitting pretty. I really do. They're riding high. If they can stay healthy, and their defense can continue to gel, and they can win the games that they're supposed to win, I think they'll be right in the thick of things.
Eddie, you've been knowing Mike Vrabel for quite some time. You played together at The Ohio State University when y'all didn't want to see us in the Rose Bowl. Never mind. But did he has he impressed you as a head coach? Did you know when he got this job in Tennessee that he would be right in the thick of things, or did you have your questions?
No, I didn't, Key. Mike, his pedigree's strong. He was a player at Pittsburgh, player at Kansas City, player at the New England Patriots. He comes from that Belichick tree. He's coached under Urban Meyer in college. Went down to the Texans, was DC down there for a while, had a position close to defensive line. And me knowing Mike and how great of a competitor that he is, we always thought that he was going to be one of two things: be a head coach in the football league or a head straight coach somewhere, because he's just that passionate about the game. But he's built like that. He's built tough. They mimic his identity. He's mentally strong. He demands a lot, demands excellence, and he's going to go out and find the pieces and parts to create what he wants to create. And that's what you're seeing. There's not a lot of flash to this team. They'll beat you up. They play great defense. They run the football, and that's what he preaches: great, solid special teams. And that's who he is. So I'm not surprised at all about his success, what he's been able to do. Listen, 2 years ago, he played Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. We're one game away from playing in the Super Bowl. So to me, he is one of the top head coaches in the league right now.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.